Yeah.
Come on.
Hello, everyone. We are live. It is good to see you all. Vicky, do you want to say hi?
Oh, I was trying not to interrupt for once, Dean. I was being thoughtful.
My mind is
Hi,
blown. Jesus, Vicky.
Hi, everybody. How are you tonight?
Everybody, are you going to respond? No? Because you hate Vicky? Me too. Let's see. Who do we have in the chat? We have Stu. Good to see you, Stu. I heard you became famous. You got retweeted by Kevin Bacon, and then
Blew up.
yeah, your tweet was shown in like some news article or something.
Even people.
Wow. So you're like,
People online. I know, he's all like famous and shit, and he's in our chat.
that means so much. Twitter is cancer says, hello. Stu says, had to turn my Twitter off. Had 116,000 hits last time I checked on that Kevin Bacon tweet.
Goodness.
Well, look at you.
Can hear.
Couldn't even retweet our stream, you fucking asshole. Thanks, Stu. I hate having viewers. You did me a favor.
Yeah.
We have...
We're just trying to keep this shit small.
Yeah. So thanks, Stu. Thank you. No, I'm joking. We have Amit. He says, can we talk about how distant... Jesus Christ. Damn it, you're such a dick. Tatter says, I don't understand this live stream. So you guys cover internet drama or what? Something like that. The one who falls asleep on the floor is here. Aljamil. Well, it's good to have you back, man. So, let's just jump into things. We have quite a few topics. We're going to go over Ethan's unclosable books. His comic books just won't close.
No.
Yeah. We have Mandy Summers.
And Shane Davis.
But, and then we have the quartering venti YouTube grift off Twitter censorship, even though, spoiler alert, it actually isn't censorship. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
And that's the Eliza Blue stuff. Sure, you guys have all seen them crying about it all over YouTube and Twitter. But we'll get into that last. First, I want to talk about this terrible, terrible book idea. I feel bad about this one because this isn't like some like a large YouTuber. This is Singuice. And she just has the worst fucking ideas for comic books.
Yeah.
So here, let's just get our little tiptoeing JDA. There he is.
I'd laugh, but I can't see it.
She can't.
No.
Which is good. So yeah, let's just go over this really terrible, stupid. It's just god awful. You know, I feel, like I said, I feel bad.
Because she's a nice girl.
I mean, she's
a little wacky.
She's a little, I'm gonna be honest, guys. She's kind of dumb. I hate to say it. No, I don't. But yeah, so let's just get into this, because this is just really bad, right?
It's really bad.
It says, I never intended to create a superhero character, but more and more events in my life with loved ones who are genuinely good people fill me with rage, made worse through a sense of helplessness. The justice system is broken. My outlet is Eurydice Daniels, Lady of the Scales. All right. So, off to a terrible start, guys. Just off to a terrible start. after her ex beat her while she was pregnant, causing the loss of both the baby and her left eye. She tried to press charges, but her ex's friend was a witness against her and claimed she fabricated the story. Depressed and desperate, having panic attacks, she begins taking judo. A friend who loves her tries to convince her they should be together. Nervous and not ready, she turns him down. He enters a relationship with an abusive narcissist and ends up committing suicide, although Eurydice suspects foul play. So, like, already giving off, like, a major plot point just right off the bat,
Right
before
off
the
the
book's
bat.
even remotely a thing. A friend who loves her tries to... One night, she's attacked in an alleyway and finds her judo skills aren't enough. The man runs off with her purse, but officers are afraid to look racist, let him get away. So she begins carrying a cattle prod. That's right. She begins carrying a cattle prod since it is stronger and more effective than a taser. It's also, like, really noticeable.
It's not like you can just hide it in your purse.
Like, she's carrying a cattle prod? Anyways,
Have you seen how big those things are?
she learns of a man whose ex-wife is giving his son hormones and planning to transition him into a boy against his wishes. Despite the boy saying he's being manipulated in his own words, the mother wins. This is the last straw, and Eurydice vows to help somehow. So, like, off the bat, this book idea, terrible idea,
Terrible idea.
is already more politically in your face than Thin Blue Line somehow.
Or Private American.
That's just wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
Also, like, of course her judo skills aren't enough. She just started taking judo classes. But she's gonna fight crime?
With a cattle prod instead.
Like, is she... What?
Those are bigger than those mag lights.
It's more effective than a taser, totally.
Yeah.
But it's also gonna, like, kick back every time she uses it. She's not, like, strong. Like, first of all, this just sounds like a terrible fucking, like, remake of Kick-Ass, but not funny.
And she's blind in one eye. She's gonna get her ass kicked no matter what.
Like, I would say she should use a gun, but her depth perception's clearly terrible. She's got one eye, right? But, like, even if she had a gun, even if she had both eyes, she'd still probably fucking die first day. Straight up.
Straight up.
You know, this is, like, the only thing that made Kick-Ass, like, work is that it's funny. And this is somehow less believable than Kick-Ass.
Klaus wants to know if the cattle prod is a euphemism for penis envy.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yes, it is. But this is, like, first of all, I don't know of a cop that's afraid to look racist. Unless they're in San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
Like, straight up in San Francisco, it's like the only place like this. They won't pull over any car because it could have an illegal person driving it, and they don't want to have to deal with it. Right? And somehow it works. Ish. But, like, if this is San Francisco, where the fuck did she get a cattle prod? That's just... Yeah, she is half blind, damn it. That's the crazy part. Like, this is the same person who, I mean, by all means, should probably just, like, she's tried twice now. The first book idea was Egg Beater, and it's a story about a serial killer who uses an egg beater.
Yeah, because he was a baker.
And so, like, if I had to choose between these two, though, I would probably choose Egg Beater, because like I would assume that it's a comedy,
I
right?
don't think I don't know that it is, but signups are on Indiegogo, so go ahead and
Yeah, I would
sign
assume
up
it's a
if you are.
comedy, but then I would be really disappointed when it's a serious book about a serial killer who uses an egg beater. Uh, and then if I had to choose between this new idea, a half-blind person who had a miscarriage because she was beaten, and her friend, who like her one friend, kills himself because he'd rather kill himself than deal with her. I would probably also kill myself, straight up, than have to read this.
Oh,
Because reading this, I would probably end up killing myself halfway through, anyways. So I'd rather just save myself the 20 minutes and just get straight to it. Just a terrible idea.
yeah.
Terrible
Did
fucking
you she
idea.
is and the character is, named for, Orpheus's wife, who, was apparently I can't remember, I think she was a wood nymph or something like that, and, as she was fleeing an attacker, she got bit by a venomous snake and she dies, and that's why, Orpheus went down into the underworld.
So Klaus makes a really good point. He says, to be fair, do you expect much from a girl who hangs out with Sinatra and Vic King? I mean, you shouldn't judge someone by who they hang out with, but you know what? That's a
Mm,
good point.
that is a
That's
good point.
excellent point. But like seriously, this is just like the worst fucking idea. I saw somebody say, let's see. They said, I think it was Amit.
Her story will still be better than a dark Grift comic.
Oh no, no, no. Morg said,
That
this
one?
is the female Nasser.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
have
enough.
read I have
I now feel bad for making fun of this.
I've read excerpts of her prose that she's posted on Twitter, and yeah, she is kind of the female Nasser.
Uh, Aljamil says, I'm a little confused at what audience she is aiming for. I think, I mean, this is very politically in your face. Somehow more political than that old, like, skeleton dude on EBS's streams that made Thin Blue Line.
Yeah. I don't know
Somehow
what
managed to out political that.
I don't know what the audience would be.
Yeah, because I don't think that audience really cares. Like for that political side of things, I don't think they really care about a female that got beaten that she, like so hard that she had a miscarriage.
But then again, I mean, she is in Comicsgate, and it's about supporting the creator and not the creation.
Uh, well, I wouldn't exactly call this a creation.
Well, you know what I
I
mean.
would call it shit on all levels.
Yeah.
Like I said, I hate to be mean because this isn't like a big streamer, but somebody should probably tell her to
Somebody
stop.
to really just
Just tell her
yeah.
to stop. She tried twice, and both ideas were terrible. You know, writing isn't for everybody.
Though I did drop the link to Egg Beater's, sign-up page in the chat.
If
You should
anybody in the audience is seriously considering signing up, please leave.
don't.
I don't want you. I don't want you. I'm just being honest. Uh, Morg says Rini thinks she's talented.
Yeah, she does a, YouTube show with Allie. It's Allie and Rini on I think it's on Allie's channel,
Yeah,
where they discuss world building for stories.
this idea needs to die. Just like the lady's miscarriage in the story, just like her baby. It should die. All right, that one was dark. That one was a little dark. Amit says,
Oh,
"Hey,
we'll be getting to Adam Post, Amit. Sorry to interrupt.
hey, if Adam Post can make money, why can't she?" Because Adam Post, that's the guy that used to like buy ideas already that were done.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
well,
were
that's
webtoons,
why.
and he just
Because he
slapped
was
them into a book.
buying creative projects. Ali Singuice is trying to make the worst fucking stories. That's why, damn it. That's not a defense of Adam Post, but it's just a fact. Like, they're not really comparable.
I don't actually have a problem with what Adam Post did. I just have a problem with the way that Adam Post um didn't actually repackage things into like comic books. He could have done things so much better. But was the fact that he was really kind of skeevy and not at front about the fact that these were properties that he had bought, um, pre-existing properties that he had bought and slapped his own name on.
I mean, that's probably what Ali should do instead. Definitely what she should do instead if she insists on making comics.
Yeah.
She should just take other people's stuff. I don't care if she steals it. Anything is better than whatever this is. We have Morg says better than comic book Hut's idea, at least. I don't think so. I
The
would
whale
rather
abortion
read
book?
Space That Star Wars Girl. Because
Oof.
it's about a pregnant whale in space.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah,
That was
that's right.
bad.
That was good. That was
That
good.
was bad.
It was good. It was good. I
That's her
would much
said she's
rather
not
read about
pregnant
Star
anymore.
Wars Girl in space, straight up, than whatever the fuck this is. Because this is depressing. Like I
Yeah.
said, I would rather kill myself. Rather fucking kill myself. All right, on to the next topic. They were storyboard books. COD number 1 was pretty good for what it
For what
was.
it was.
He effed up issue number 2. SJW Cap says, glad to know I didn't miss the part about the quartering fighting back against the suspension he asked for, and then kept because he wouldn't delete a tweet.
Nope, we're gonna talk about that after we cover the CG shit.
Ethan's pie hole says, I backed it. All right. So I mean, what else is there to say about these unclosable books? They just they don't
They
close.
don't close. Comic books were not meant to be constructed this way, is the issue. Those books will never close. You could bag and board them and shove them underneath a dresser, um, or your refrigerator, anything heavy. One of Eric July's full totes, for 3 years, and you pull it out, and it's still gonna spring back like that. Stu wants to know if they have fluting. Well, apparently he used a heavier stock, which was also an issue. It took them something like almost 3 months just to figure out how to bind the fuckers because 'cause they're, what, like 90 pages or something. He used a heavier stock than he did for Cyberfrog 1, which had issues binding, and then, insisted on the chromium instead of doing a square bound book, because you can't square bind the chromium. And that's the result. It's a book that's gonna roll up into a literally curl up into a roll.
So yeah, just let me interrupt for a second. Ethan's pie hole had said I backed it, and Klaus said I think the direct quote from Ethan was I backed up into it. Probably. Morg
But it
says Disney is totally gonna try to steal Egg Beater next.
But yes, after almost 2.5 years, Cyberfrog Wreck Planet is finally fulfilling. Expect your copies sometime in the next 2 to 3 months because they didn't hire any help.
Yeah. Michael says
Ethan and Andrea and his kid are packing up these boxes on his kitchen table probably.
Michael said they don't close physically, and the campaigns don't close digitally. It's never ending.
Very true.
Yeah. But at least people finally get a product. Like 4 years late, not a good product,
well, almost 2.5
Okay.
from the fulfillment date, but it's been 3 years since he opened the campaign.
Yeah. So, like, almost 3 years late. Uh, and not a good product by any means. A book should probably be able to close. This actual product is just as bad as Ali Singuice's terrible product idea. Go fucking figure, guys. They're
Go
like
figure.
kindred spirits. Who would have fucking guessed?
Who would have?
All right, we're just slamming through these guys.
Yeah.
Up next, we have whatever the fuck
Oh,
this is.
whatever
Mandy
the fuck
Summers,
this is.
Gemshock, and Jailbait. Just fucking
Jailbait.
terrible. Shameful.
Just
Shameful.
shameful ripoff is what it is.
Also,
All this
Jailbait?
time, she it's written, oh god, um, by the guy that did Mystery Science Theater 3000, 3K. And, it is a parody of Witchblade where she goes around after, sexual predators who like young girls. She is jailbait, get it? Um, all this time, we thought that Mandy was ripping off Witchblade, when in fact, she looks exactly like Jailbait.
Okay.
Exactly like Jail in the book.
And yeah, every time you
Ye
think
Yeah,
uh something isn't gonna surprise you,
it does. It
CG
does
just
all
can't
over
surprise
again.
you anymore.
No. And, what's crazy is the villain in her book, um, if you go to my Twitter, you can see it. I didn't put together, the graphic for it. But, the villain in her book is his fucking name? Let me go look at it because I can't remember. Um, and it's not there. I hate fucking Twitter. I don't know what the algorithm is doing, but it keeps fucking shit up.
Yeah. In the
Um,
meantime, Klaus
in the
says,
meantime,
to be fair, after Slick Jimmy, you wouldn't want a character named Jailbait in CG. I don't think you'd want one in CG even before Slick Jimmy, but
yeah.
definitely not after Slick Jimmy.
So the main villain in Gemshock is this guy named Sever, um, who looks exactly
The villain is Wiz Jizz.
but he looks exactly like Tokyo Ghoul. Same mask and everything. It is just like there's nothing original um about this at all.
Yeah. Uh,
So the main protagonist has been ripped off by from another comic. The main antagonist is ripped off from another comic. Their designs, I'm not saying the plot, but their designs certainly are. Um, and what's weird is this is what gets you a seat on CG Kings,
is it
right?
weird?
No.
No, it's not.
But but that's
We have a pressing question, Vicky,
okay.
from one of our newer audience members. Algemil
Mhm.
3 says, so was the sudden movement due to unhappy customers or a certain comic company making comics like there is no tomorrow? Both?
Both? Yeah,
Yeah,
both.
probably both. And then Art Bell says EVS has gone full merch church for 2.5 years, just like comic book shops. Will we see frog toilet rolls?
Don't get
Probably
the
just
idea.
use fucking Wrecked Planet 2.
But be careful because chromium will give you cancer,
Yeah, just don't
right?
use the cover, just use the pages. Just
Yeah,
wipe your ass with the pages. It's the same fucking thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is, Mandy had retweeted something about, I guess, one of the troll accounts, was giving man had created some meme, and it's her and some other chick they say got her job because she was sucking people's dicks, right? And, Mandy retweets it, and she's just like, "I just the difference is I have talent." And I'm thinking, "Bitch, really?" Like, you're the only reason you have any caught any notice in Comicsgate is because Ro wanted to fuck you and thought you had nice tits. He said this on a live stream, like, he EFAP'd her very first live stream with John Malin the next night, and he says this on a live stream, right? That's the only reason War Campaign promoted Mandy. And then she gives you Wart the Wizard, and then which even Ethan said was crap. You get Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter, which rips off a pre-existing, like, subgenre kind of books and movies already, and is the name of a, series of books available on Amazon, Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. So even that's not original,
Yeah.
you know? You get Clint Holinsky's Pirate Queen books, which if you head on over to Kickstarter, you'll see that those aren't new at all. He's just recycling the same old shit, you know, and anything he does draw he drew this Gem Shock, by the way,
Well,
you
okay.
know?
Well, she did give us something. She gave us Dale Keown. Uh, terrible, terrible, like simpness.
That is it. That is
I
what
mean,
she
that's
has
a
given
treat in
us.
itself.
Yeah.
Be grateful, Vicky.
I'm trying,
Be
right?
grateful.
But, it's just there's nothing that there's
She's
nothing
a
here
talentless
that
hack, guys. Okay.
she's a talentless hack who's
On
sitting, who gets promoted by the very tops of Comicsgate. And that's fine if she wants to, be, if she wants to use sex to sell her shit books, I don't care. Do it. That's great. But don't pretend like you're not doing that.
Yeah, don't pretend like your voice isn't atrocious and everybody hates it.
Oh,
Because it is atrocious, and I hate it.
what sweet things you say about me, Dean.
No, no, okay, yeah. I mean, you too, Vicky. You too. All right. So let's on to the next one.
Also a CG king. So there's a new TV show called Super Kitties. It's on the Disney Kids streaming channel, whatever that is, right?
Disney
And
Junior. It says right here, Vicky.
Disney Junior. I can barely see it, Dean. Um, and apparently Shane Davis and Yanzi, and probably mostly Yanzi, because she seems to be the most upset by this, judging by their videos, thinks that they have ripped off Starlight Cats
Well, that's just
because
really dumb.
everybody knows about Starlight Cats. It's big news. Um, the idea of it spread like wildfire across the indie community, and it was just so damn cute that we needed superhero cats.
Like superhero animals is like a brand new thing.
Right.
Uh,
It's brand new. It didn't happen until Starlight Cats, Dean. Let's
like
get this
okay,
straight.
totally. They don't
There
even
weren't
look similar.
No. They're just cats
They're just
with
cats with
superpowers.
superpowers. Like
And from what I understand, most of those superpowers, like, match, all the superpowers in Paw Patrol.
yeah, this is
That's
just
who
Cat Paw Patrol.
it's Cat Paw Patrol,
Starlight
right?
Cats. Like okay, like nobody's heard of it.
It's kind of ironic because if you look at the design for Starlight Cats, it's quite similar to the design of Dexstar, the Red Lantern cat.
I also don't know about that. So
Yes. Yeah, I don't have a picture, I didn't grab a picture of it,
no, no,
but
no. I'm just saying,
and
like,
most everybody in the
this isn't
wait,
like
wait,
a
let me
new
fucking finish
idea.
this one, Dean. People in the chat who know about comics will know who it is, and it was co-created by Shane Davis. So, basically, Shane rips off he doesn't rip off, but he bites off of his own previous creation,
Yeah.
and now is complaining because someone else bit off Paw Patrols.
You know, it's kind of funny. Figure Drawing says CG can cry about the big two all day, but Marvel and DC have some great artists, and a lot of people care more about art than writing. And CG doesn't have either.
Yeah.
It has shit art, it has shit writing.
It's not like there's any cream that rises to the real top.
Uh, yeah, it's really just shit that floats higher than other shit.
Yep. It has more fiber.
Yeah. Like, they don't have good art, they don't have good writing. I guess Figure Drawing makes a point. At least DC and Marvel have good art.
Yeah. So Shane has been on bitching about this on live streams. He and Yanzi did 2 videos. Um, and the thing is Super Kitties, 'cause I looked into this. Super Kitties was being shopped around, before Starlight Cats IGG started on Indiegogo. And I know they were in signups, so a couple of months prior to that. But, it would have been in development for months before they were shopping it around, and they were shopping it around at the same, when Starlight Cats first showed up on Indiegogo. So, where did they get the idea? They were this one woman, um, that they say created it for this company called Silvergate, which is now owned by Sony, which sold the property to Disney. Um, it was what, on Twitter searching out Comics Gate shit that she could steal and happened to see Shane Davis when it was far more likely she's got a child who watched fucking Paw Patrol.
Yeah, I don't think it looks like a blatant ripoff Lethal Diva. Uh,
I don't think it does either.
like,
It's cartoon cats.
they're just wearing, full body
Superhero
superhero
costume.
outfits. Don't look similar to the Starlight Cats, outfits. The only similar
And
thing is they're cats. But really, like, it's just a cat version of Paw Patrol. Uh,
and the little girl it has a little girl in the Super Kitties.
yeah, like, the
Who's black.
timing wise, check this. Uh, Starlight Cats, you wouldn't know what's in the book yet. So the only thing they could steal is the idea of superhero cats, which has been done a million times before.
Including by
Like,
Shane.
it can't steal the story. The timeline doesn't make sense for that.
It takes a long time to do the animation. This thing has been in actual production probably for about a year,
So,
at
the only
least.
thing you could claim is, well, they stole superhero cats from Shane and Yanzi, who literally would have had to have stolen it from 1,000 people before them.
Yep.
Like, they're not the first one with the idea. So to say that this is, stolen from Shane and Yanzi is absolutely fucking dumb. Just straight up.
Yes. It's just stupid.
Um, but let's see what the chat
But
says.
then again, it is
It
Comicsgate,
is Comicsgate.
so
The same people that brought you this
Gemshon.
terrible fucking idea. Can we just go back to just how fucking dumb this is? Somehow more dumb than Starlight Cats. Somehow more dumb than the actual product EVS gate people. somehow more dumb than Gemshock ripping off Jailbait. Somehow.
Somehow.
Fucking somehow Ali Singuice managed to outbeat all of that.
Topped them all.
Like, really, this is the worst fucking idea I've ever heard. Ali, if you hear this, for your own, like, just for you, stop wasting your time. You know, follow your dreams, but be realistic. You know, live within reality.
Yeah.
Please.
As Stupendous in the, chat just mentioned John Malin, and, it reminded me everybody should go take a look at I mean, go take a look at Mark Polton's latest, Indiegogo. On that Indiegogo, there's a book called Universal's Initiative, and they're going to be doing, like, a preview issue of it, um and it says, "Over a decade ago, while working on Graveyard Shift, Mark Polton and John Malin helped create another universe of characters as work for hire. For the first time ever, Universal's Initiative will be published." And then I want you to look at the picture of the cover and tell me that isn't the same fucking OC, character design as Godlike. Just go
Yeah.
look at it, people. There's no, they rip off themselves.
Mm.
And, but want you to pay good money for their shit.
I won't pay
Anyway,
money for any of it.
yeah,
I
that's what
remember
made
the
me think
last
of
time I bought a CG book.
you're
The
still
only
waiting for
time
it.
I bought a CG book. Uh, and I'm still waiting, Dark Gift. Give me your shit book. I want your shit book. It's shit. It's shit. The art's shit. Everything about it's shit. But I just want the fucking trading card, motherfucker. I know you're gonna hear this. Send me the fucking trading card, you asshole.
You can send the book later, but
No,
just send
no,
him the
just
fucking
burn
trade.
the book, please. But send me the fucking trading card, god damn it. Please don't send me the book. Like, legit, I don't want it.
That was the Peter Gilmore trading card?
Yeah,
Yeah, that circles all the way back to fucking Mandy again.
yeah, I don't care about any of that. Just send
It's
me
all
the fucking
incestuous.
trading card. Alright.
Alright, on
Okay.
to something new.
Yeah, different topic, guys.
And this is sort of a weird lead into this, but, here we go. So, as you guys may or may not know, Andrew Tate, one of the many pickup artists and the man who gave us whatever his fucking correspondence course is, where he teaches you how to become a pimp, and run your cam girls, was accused, he's been arrested actually for trafficking and some other stuff. My It's getting a little late, so my brain's shutting down. This is Dean's fault because we didn't start on
Yeah,
time.
okay. Andrew Tate is being accused of holding girls captive in his house, is not going to be talked about in right wing circles.
Ta-da!
Dun Yeah, so
Let's
Andrew
start
Tate's like a
there.
giant piece of shit. Like, just a quick breakdown. He's a giant piece of shit being charged. Just a giant piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Have we even talked about him yet on stream? I don't
No,
remember.
no. But
No.
just like a quick
Just so you
rundown.
know, he's
Giant
a
piece of shit.
giant piece of shit. Basically a human trafficker. He and his brother would pretend to be in love with these women. They'd come to Romania, and then they'd end up having to work as cam girls, um, where literally they couldn't leave. They couldn't have any life. They would, Andrew Tate is on video saying that the way to really, one of the ways to keep a hold of them is to tell them that you're gonna be paying their taxes and then never pay their taxes, and when they wanna leave, um, remind them that they're gonna have to start doing that themselves. He would make them sign fake tax forms. So, like, these girls are fucked.
Yeah.
in
Like I said, just a giant piece of shit.
multiple ways, they are fucked.
Somehow, still less of a piece of shit than this idea from Ali Singuice. Shocking. Just fucking shocking, guys. Can we just let's
Yeah.
let's just it's just like somehow he is less of a piece of shit than this idea. I don't know. I don't know how. But Ali Singuice is talented in that she makes the unthinkable happen with her shit ideas. But anyways,
God, you really hate that thing,
it
don't you?
is just really fucking dumb.
Anyway, um, what Nick Monroe, who, um, is behind this Twitter thread, was talking about is Andrew Tate, oh, excuse me, and Mike Chernovich are buddies. Um, if you don't know who Mike Chernovich is, he is friends with Gavin McInnes. He was defending the protests in Charlottesville um, before they actually happened and somebody died, and then he kinda, then he disavowed. But he was part of that whole alt-right Proud Boys circle, um, and, he was a huge promoter of Andrew Tate. They're friends, they visited, you know,
Yeah.
so that's why he's talking those are the right-wing circles that he's really talking about. That would be people like, Fuentes and, Chernovich, McGinnis, uh, Paul Joseph Watson,
You know, people
that
like yeah, yeah.
that weird alt-righty
America
Proud
First,
Boys, America First group.
who has
Yeah,
ties with, or had ties, or maybe does still with, you know,
Andrew Tate.
I was gonna say Brittany Venti.
And Brittany Venti, she was part of that as well,
Like,
so is
she was like
Martina
a major
Markota.
like supporter of Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
They were like friends up until America First just couldn't hold in the sexism,
Mhm.
and they just, you know, even though she was really cool with it,
She was at
eventually it just,
Charlottesville.
yeah, she was at Charlottesville.
She was
So
actually
like
at
also just
Charlottesville,
another
yeah.
giant piece of shit.
Yes.
Yeah. So self-proclaimed sexist influencer Andrew Tate will be jailed at least 30 days in Romania. Still sends Matrix tweets.
Yeah, he's tweeting from jail somehow. He had a trial date, they kept him in jail. But he's still tweeting.
Still tweeting, guys. Uh, so then we have the connection
This is just
between Andrew and Mike.
yeah. If you do a Google search of Mike Chernovich and Andrew Tate, it's just podcast after podcast after podcast they did together. They're really tight. Um, Chernovich used to promote his his internet swindle, which was some sort of like school for a manly school. I
So
forget what it's called.
Stu says, "Oh, it's another."
War Room. Yeah,
Stu says
sorry.
it's another Nexivum. And then he sings the opener to Smallville. Somebody save me. Yeah, I was not a fan of Smallville.
I was not either.
Yeah.
One of
So
those things
then,
I tried.
what do we have here? We have Lady Alchemy, Martina Markota,
Yes,
saying,
this has sparked a war between, Martina and Anna,
yeah.
but
Anna says, I find people having melties over me supporting Brittany Venti, the giant piece of shit who was at Charlottesville, friends with Nick Fuentes. Just remember that.
yeah,
Like, I don't know why people give Brittany Venti a pass.
I have no idea.
Because she was there for like all of the America First stuff.
Yeah,
She
she
is
was
a
there.
giant piece of shit. She was at Charlottesville. Fuck her, dude. To act
Yeah.
like she's somehow like cool is just fucking bizarre.
When she was all up in that whole group.
That whole group who like straight up are racist.
Yeah.
Who straight up are just like, I'm all for dogging on women, totally. Fuck you, Vicky. Right?
Thank you, Dean.
But these people don't these people don't think that like women should be equal. They are racist.
Yeah.
And I'm all for like racist humor. That's totally fine. America First is just actual racist. And Brittany Venti was there supporting all of it.
Mhm.
So fuck her. I don't care that she's not friends with Fuentes anymore. Was this before Fuentes was a giant racist piece of shit? No?
No.
Well then fuck you. But anyways. She's been my friend ever since we met on Simpcast. You can't even tell me what my favorite color is, yet I'm in the wrong for defending a friend. I mean, yeah, if you're just defending, like, I mean, I'm not standing up for fucking Martina Marcota, friends of the Proud Boys, by any means. But just
How
so
she
you know,
knows
if you're
Brittany
defending a
Venti.
friend just because they're a friend, yeah, you're probably in the wrong.
Yeah.
You should be defending somebody based off, like, the actual facts of the situation. But this is coming from, like, somebody who, like, you know, is in CG and they don't understand concepts like that.
She can't even conquer a calendar.
She can't even go, like, 30 days without getting an abortion. That's a joke for you, Dabster, if you're out there.
Just for you dabs. Free Dabster.
Yeah, fuck you, Finatra. But you know, like, yeah, you probably are if you're defending a friend just because they're a friend.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking, like, how dumb are you? I mean, pretty fucking dumb.
It is Anna.
It is Anna. It's okay, Karen. You have fun
Martina
with
was
those mental gymnastics.
Martina was just smacking her around on Twitter for days.
Was
It
she?
was glorious to watch, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't like Martina either, but watching her just, you know, like, with some real class too, just smacking Anna around was was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Martina says, "No one's having a melty over you, honey. You're one of dozens I blocked. You just really had to make it about you by obsessing over my block. Low IQ people." You know, yeah, like, it's not like from what I've, like, I guess, gathered, like, mentally, it's not like they were friends. It's weird
Mm,
that Anna even noticed she got blocked.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because somebody had to have said something probably behind the scenes. Because unless she was, looking at a thread that she had replied
yeah,
to
that's true.
maybe,
Yeah, whenever I
um
see that, I just look past it. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's somebody that has me blocked.
yeah,
I don't
would
really look
be
into it.
and I don't really, go crying about it on Twitter or on
Yeah,
live
also, yeah,
streams.
like,
Why would you even just
yeah, that was also weird. Like, okay, she has you blocked, so you're gonna tweet about it?
I tweet when people block me, but usually it's in the middle of you know, of some sort of confrontation, and then, they block me and I laugh at them.
And no, Stu, Anna still hasn't delivered her calendar.
No, she has not.
Uh, like, just no, nobody has. She's somehow just as good at not delivering or calendars as Ethan is at making comic books. Like, look at this shit. They're like kindred spirits.
Comic Sans.
Yeah, Comic Sans for the fucking font. Which is still somehow less stupid than this. Somehow less stupid. Allie, please stop.
Colonel
Stop.
Morg Colonel Morg says about Brittany Venti, LOL, fucking dummies. She's worse than Vox and CG won't touch him. CG is stupid. Yes.
Seriously, Allie, just stop it. Please. For your own sake. Like, not for any. Nobody's gonna buy it. You're just wasting your time. God. Anyways, so Martina says, this is only a fraction. This is this isn't even my final form. Anyways, this is only a fraction of the harassment I've endured for years. I didn't grab the video because Martina has me blocked, and I wasn't gonna look into it. Like I pressed on the link, I was blocked, and so I
It's
took a
actually a pretty
screenshot
funny
of
video.
like it from Discord.
Yeah. There is it is a pretty funny video.
Yeah. She's mocked my 35-year-old childless uterus. That's funny.
She gives her total shit for the Nephilim blood stuff. I mean, this is an old feud between Brittany Venti and Martina Markota. So I mean, I will say that her Martina video is definitely worth a watch
Yeah,
for any of you. Yeah, it's funny as fuck.
yeah. But now, let's bring it back. Eliza Blue announces American lawsuit against Andrew Tate on behalf of two anonymous women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She ends up, um, you know, on Tim Pool. She talks about Andrew Tate and, um, all of these, uh, tater heads. I don't know what you'd call Tate's, little following,
Tate
um,
Files.
the Tata files come out and started attacking, Eliza Blue. And
Yeah,
then, Brittany Venti tweets about her, asks her about some of the, um, accusations leveled against Eliza Blue by all the Tater files.
yeah. And
Coincidence?
just remember, it's really weird. This is the part that I don't really understand, right? Eliza Blue comes into like the picture of all these red-pilled grift-tubers, tater tots. That's okay.
Alright.
That's good. Um, so she comes into like the scope of Grift-tube from
Mhm.
Brittany Venti because Brittany Venti tweets about her, right?
Well, she'd been on Tim Pool.
Well, she had been
So I
on
guess
Tim
that's
Pool,
the
right?
top of Grift-tube, right? I
Yes,
mean, like,
yeah, he
really
kind of sits at the very top, pretending to be like a Democrat while also, uh,
pretending to be a Republican all at the same
no,
time,
no, no, no.
or at least a
Here's his
moderate.
grift. Here's his grift. He is Tim Pool. I hate the word controlled opposition. Tim Pool is the only controlled opposition that has ever actually existed. Or the master of controlled opposition.
Super lefty, but talks like a moderate.
No, no, he pretends to be a moderate, but an old school Democrat. But all he does is defend right to far right, like political commentators or politicians. That's all he does.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh, and then rails against the left side, which is fine. I'm conservative, right? But I'm not going to pretend like that's not what Tim Pool is doing. And like so the way he sells his content is, "Oh no, I'm left." But he's not,
Yeah.
right? That's the grift. He is the only controlled opposition that actually exists. And he does it really well. And that's how he gets all of like Grift-tube on his side of things, is because they kind of need him.
Yeah, they do.
Because he is their what's the word? He is like their confirmation, or like You get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Not only that, they get to point to Tim and talk about how he's, you know, throttled by YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's their example of everything they say they're victim of.
Yeah. Like, but that's what he is, you know. And that's fine. Like, I don't care. I'm conservative, right? But I'm not gonna pretend like that's not what Tim Pool's doing, you know. But anyways, yeah. So it's, sorry, sidetracked. Um,
Well,
Brittany
we're gonna
Venti
back up for even just
tweets about Eliza Blue.
right.
And Eliza Blue was shit talking Andrew Tate, who's a terrible fucking person, right? So like, I don't understand how why you would then like question like 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 what's the problem there, right? But remember, Andrew Tate is friends with Mike Cernovich, who has ties to like Fuentes and all those people, where Brittany Venti comes from.
I'm not saying that she did it because she did it because of Andrew Tate. I don't want anybody to get like
No, no,
that
no, but
impression.
like
That's
the
not what we're saying at
ties, I'm not
all.
saying it's because Andrew Tate, but they
But
definitely have similar like
I bet you
friends.
they have a lot of people that are just in common, a lot of people they pay attention to on Twitter,
And all those people
where a lot
fucking
of
suck
these
and are shitty people.
and where a lot of the Andrew, Eliza, tater tot noise would have been coming from,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
So that's kind of where the start of this happens, right? Like with Eliza Blue. Um Now, prominent YouTubers locked out of Twitter after sharing Eliza Blue photo from her own video. Uh, I saw the still, and it looks like fair use. This appears to be wrongful application of TOS. Andy No tweeted. And Andy No is the only real milkshake girl, by the way.
That was
Fuck the
was
Marvel
awful.
workers. Andy
That was
No is
that
the
was
only real
horrible.
milkshake girl. But I think he's wrong.
Human trafficking activist Eliza Blue had several high profile Twitter users, including The Quartering and Brittany Venti, blocked earlier in January after they shared a still from a world star hip hop video in which he appeared scantily clothed and dancing in the desert. And the aggressive move to suspend users has sparked questions about the credulity of Blue's biographical claims, reports Red State. That Red State article, no longer exists on the web except in archives.
It was unpublished.
It was unpublished by
Uh,
Red State.
and according to Tug, this speaks volumes. It's a giant
Just
conspiracy. It's a
volume.
giant cover up. Nothing
Yeah,
can explain this other than you know, Twitter is behind all of it because Elon Musk uh
yeah.
is a shit
So the
grifting, not free
journalist,
speech person.
the quote journalist, he's not really a journalist, but just some, blogger. Um, and don't get me wrong, there's lots of good journalism coming from bloggers, but she put up this article, and usually, you know, uh, media companies let a lot of shit stand, and I've seen a lot of bullshit on Red State, right? But they pulled it down. And normally, news organizations pull shit down because it has some factual issues
Well, because of
or it's
legalities.
highly, yeah, it's going
Right,
to be
like
because of
whether or not
legality.
it's like wrongful statements made that, you know, could be make you legally liable,
Yeah.
or you know,
Or some,
lawyers
or there
request it
were,
for, you know, court reasons.
or editors finally get around to doing their job and find that there are issues.
Yeah, which is really legal liabilities.
Yes.
Right. So you would think that maybe that might be the reason. But no.
No.
It's a giant Twitter cover up. Fuck you, Elon Musk. You lied. You piece of shit.
How dare you?
Yeah. We won't read the Red State article. I don't know. I don't want to get kicked off YouTube.
I don't either.
Yeah. But this is the article. You could easily find it.
Yeah.
But now we have this tweet from Ella Irwin.
Who is with Twitter safety.
Twitter safety.
Yep. Trust and safety.
Yes. She says, in the past 2 weeks, we've suspended multiple accounts and or restricted content causing confusion for users. Confusion from, people who are easily confused, like Yellow Flash and Tug. Just absolutely, just so easily confused. It's a miracle they make it through the day. And they're somehow still less stupid than this fucking Ali Singuice comic book idea. Somehow.
Somehow.
It's just that fucking stupid. Ali, stop.
And they need sporks. It's that fucking stupid.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't answer questions or share details about specific users and account actions. But here are some things that can lead to these types of actions. Hint, hint. First, we will suspend accounts for threats or incitement of violence. No shit. Those are like crimes. Right? Which isn't covered under free speech. Because words that equal crimes aren't free speech. That's just a fact. So Elon Musk is in the clear there. This includes, for example, declaring war on an individual or a group of people based on their race, religion, etc., and asking your followers to join you in this fight. These issues are complex and often resolved in court. Okay. We don't determine who in a legal/criminal case is ultimately right or wrong, but we will continue to ensure we protect users, comply with local laws, and remove content when required. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's kind of some hints there. And just to make it blatantly obvious, if you're Yellow Flash or Tug,
this is what applies to you.
Second, we restrict accounts/content when we receive a properly filed report that content was obtained illegally, violates the law, or someone's rights. These are often legal notices and court orders. Improperly filed reports are rejected. Hint, hint. Lawyers. Hint, hint.
Lawyers.
We've had to suspend accounts, remove documentaries, videos, tweets, and photos recently when the proper reporting process was followed. People often disagree with our actions and don't have full context, but we still have to take actions. Reports of non-consensual nudity, copyright violations, illegal content, etc., do not get processed by all platforms at exactly the same time. However, if properly filed, meaning things were filed, the content is normally removed from other platforms as well. We don't suspend users for posting reported content unless it is clear the user knew the content was illegal. We do ask for it to be removed before account use is resumed. Soon we'll display the specific removal reason publicly. So, literally, like, Twitter's hands are tied. Even if Twitter wanted to help idiots like Yellow Flash, or the Quartering, or the shit person Brittany Venti, they actually can't. And that's not censorship. It's the legal process. So to try to say that what Elon Musk's Twitter is doing is the same as old Twitter, which was literally bowing to government requests to censor, is just dishonest.
Yeah.
It is actually dishonest. And
It's not up to us, it's not up to Venti or Quartering or Tug and Yellow Flash to decide, to just say you can't just say, "Well, her claims are full of shit," right? 'Cause the lawyers are there. That's for the process itself to work out.
yeah,
Um,
like and basically, like what they said was, we don't take action unless we legally have to,
Ella
because
Irwin
the
they're
right
going
things
by
are
this.
filed the right way. Like, there's
Yeah,
just literally nothing they can do. They have to legally remove it.
they're trying to say Ella Irwin knows, um, Liza Blue, so they're friends, hence, she's doing this to help out her buddy,
Yeah,
and silence all of them because they said mean things about Eliza Blue. Well, there are plenty of tweets all over Twitter saying plenty of mean shit about Eliza Blue that are still on Twitter,
yeah. Well,
right?
ValeNed brings this point up, right? My account was locked for a tweet simply sharing a link to Brittany Venti livestream. Yeah, but that Brittany Venti livestream had the content, right? Which it doesn't matter how we feel or you feel or anybody feels about it. What they're saying is things were filed properly, and they legally have to remove it. Like, there's just no other, like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
Uh, like, their hands are tied. So to say that this is, censorship, it's not. Uh, like, it's not. It's the legal process. Now, am I saying that I agree with what Eliza Blue's doing or her legal team?
No.
I actually don't really know if I do or don't. But what I do know is clearly her legal team is filing things properly, uh, and Twitter can't do anything for you guys. Like, that's just a fact. It's not Elon Musk being pro censorship. It's they have to comply with court orders. It's
Yeah.
just a fact.
Yeah.
Like, what you want them to not comply with court orders and
Or
be held
legal
legally liable? Like, the fuck?
or legal reports. It doesn't even have to be a court order. It could just be the um lawyer letting them know that legal action is being taken somewhere or they will be taking legal action.
Yeah, like, it's just not the same as what Twitter was doing before. Like, it's just, before they were literally censoring people on behalf of government request. Uh, Now they're just simply complying with the right filings, which they kind of have to do. Whether or not they don't necessarily agree with Eliza Blue, but they do have to like take action when the right filings are done. It's just a fact. So like this whole like tug railing against Elon Musk, everybody, oh, this is the same, Twitter's the same. No, you guys are just too stupid or purposefully being dishonest. It's one of the
Well,
two.
the chances of it being
Both?
purposeful
Both? It definitely
it
is a
is.
good chance it's both.
Yeah. You had um Yellow Flash and I think Drunk 3PO, even Velnet. We're all tweeting from alts. but, they're gonna stand by not deleting that tweet in protest and keeping their accounts closed in protest, all of them, right? Brittany Venti, the quartering, all of them. And that's what kind of moral stance is that?
Yeah. That
And then
was
you
also
had
really, really funny.
yeah, right? I mean, it's then you had the quartering finally broke. It's funny too though, the yellow flash thing. I had just asked earlier that morning in the Discord, when bets were gonna who was gonna be taking bets with me on who would be the first to of that group to tweet from an alt account, and it was yellow flash. Um, I got that one right. But then Jeremy, he went all in yesterday on Twitter. He deleted his tweet and, and then proceeded to post an entire thread about, uh, Twitter Twitter's censorship. How dare Elon Musk? This is what a horrible person Eliza Blue is. And it was just this big ol' long tweet thread about Eliza Blue.
Yeah. And, like, don't
And
get me
people in
wrong,
the
Eliza Blue could totally be a terrible person.
yeah,
Probably is. They're
I
like
don't
an
care one
internet
way or another.
like, they're an internet person. They're definitely a terrible person. Not as
Yeah.
terrible as Ali Singuice's stupid fucking comic book idea. She's
Yeah.
half her sight is just gone, and she wields a cattle prod to fight crime? She is going to die day one. There's just no there just a fact. Just as much of a fact as Ethan's books will never close. Shane and Yanzi are stupid as fuck. Mandy Summers has the voice of a fucking wildebeest. It's just a fact, just like all of those things, that this fucking comic book idea is just god awful. It should be aborted. This comic book idea should be miscarried, just like the character's fucking kid.
Ouch.
It's just a fact. Sorry, what were we talking about?
I think we were pretty close to done, unless you wanna go over Jeremy's Twitter thread,
Yeah. So,
but
like,
I don't really
literally, there's just nothing Twitter can do. So to act like this is censorship from Twitter is not. This may be an abuse of the legal system. Totally.
yeah,
But to act like Twitter is behind this
yeah,
is
and I
just
think
dishonest.
Tug had a tweet that sorta summed it all up. "If Twitter keeps up this bag of stupid, I might just hit 150K followers before they decide to ban us all." Right? They tell you why they're doing this shit.
Yeah.
All of them do.
Yeah. Uh, so Morg says, how do you fabricate losing your eye? Must have been a very persuasive witness. Yeah. Aborted
Yeah.
like Anna's dead baby in space. Comic Book Hut has the best ideas. So now we have the quartering. The system was abused to imply Britney posted private images, but she did not. I hate this, but if a leftist had done this, people would be far more inclined to call out this deplatforming tactic. Like, what do you mean? Like, everybody's calling it out, just wrongfully. Like, sure, it should be called out, right? But that's not. I don't believe it implied that she posted private images. That was the assumption fat assholes like you made, quartering.
Well, I think, I don't know what kind of legal process is going on with that video or anything like that. I do know, that they took the music video down, World Star Productions or World Star Media or whatever they are. They took the video down. Google has taken videos down. Um,
Like, do you
and
guys think that like Eliza Blue is just all powerful and she can just demand it, or is it more than likely a legal situation?
or lawyer, that
Like,
lawyers got involved.
people
I
don't
mean,
want to
it
act
had
unless they have to. Twitter doesn't want to act unless they have to. Google doesn't want to have to act unless they have to. Everybody wants to be as lazy as possible, and that's the way to live, right?
yeah.
Uh, so you guys think that they're just gonna bow down to Eliza Blue, who nobody ever heard of until now? Or does she have a legal team that's, getting this done for her? Probably that, guys. I mean, Twitter basically said it.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, it is what it is. I'm not saying she shouldn't be called out, but it's not a giant Twitter cover up.
But these guys after Brittany Venti got banned, they all purposely tried to get themselves banned.
Yeah, this was,
Except Tug. Except for Tug. He was
yeah,
the
Tug
only
just
one.
talked about
Tug's like Tug just,
maybe
like, kinda
doing it for click. Like he
yeah.
was straight up honest. Like the
But
one
at
time.
first, he didn't talk about this shit at all when everybody was getting banned, right? This is
Well,
actually
no.
from
He tweeted. I may just tweet this out myself. And if I do, I'll be live in an hour. And then he never
yeah,
tweeted it.
yeah.
But he knew, like he did tweet about it. Like he was straight up honest. Like the one time ever. He was like, yeah, like I may just get myself banned and let's do a live stream, guys.
Yeah.
Like
Be
it couldn't
there.
be more blatant. The reason why like fat pieces of shit like Quartering and Tug, the Yellow Flash, why they were like, doing this is clout. Like
Yeah.
I just watched a Nick Rekieta video. I know, I hate myself, but I just watched a Nick Rekieta video where he's talking about the Crowder stuff with Daily Wire, which I'm not going to get into, but they talk about what happens if you get like struck off YouTube, and how it's only more profitable for you in the long run. Like censorship from a platform is only more profitable for you in the long run if you're like one of these conservative like content creators, because you get to grift it the whole time. Like
Yeah.
like it's not even like trying to hide it. Like they're just full board. Like we're just gonna grift off fucking making ourselves a victim. Like you can't even argue that that's not the case anymore, because they're just being honest about it, straight up. Like
Yeah.
we're
Straight
gonna
out in your
get
face.
ourselves banned and then we're gonna fucking grift off of it. They're
Mhm.
literally stating it. They're not like there's no fucking curtain anymore.
And they grift off of each other's too, which is kind of fun, and circular, you know? It gets the little channels' attention when they, uh, do videos about it or tweet about it, and it's like trickle down clout chasing.
So Morg brings up a good point. Shouldn't it be a taser instead of a cattle prod? Those are more powerful according to a 30-second according to 30 seconds of internet research. Wow, Allie. It somehow got dumber. Good fucking job. I'm fucking proud.
Did she not Google that before she decided to forego the taser for the cattle prod? Because it says in there that she chose
Yeah,
the
she
cattle
chose it
prod
specifically because it's more powerful.
than the taser.
Jesus, Allie, just seriously quit. Seriously. Look at me, Allie. Stop. It's going to be the last thing I say for this stream. We're going to close out. But Allie, like, really look around. What have you done since you got to Comicsgate? Nothing. And your ideas, like, somehow managed to be worse than some books that never came out, you know. They managed to be worse than that. They managed to be worse than a fucking Yellow Flash live stream. Your
Oof.
ideas managed to be worse than any of my examples just now. It just managed to be worse, you know? Like, and they're depressing. They're not funny.
All right,
This is
team, let's
kick-ass
say
but not
goodnight.
funny, Allie. Just stop. Bye, guys.